Fantastic. Let us thank Professor Wei Shi. Now we move into the Q&A session. So remember the ground rule, English, 1 question per person, so mutual respect. If you have a question, please walk around the back and come over here. You can line up, and then we have a mic there, and then you can ask your question. Take turn to ask your question.
Testing. First of all, I would like to make some clarification on what has just happened right here. Actually, as you all can see, some students are holding 支持校長, 支持校長, support principal in the front of the stage. Actually, we respect the freedom of speech. So, some of the local students try to hold up some poster regarding to Mr. Chow incident. And one of the students right here tried to take away the poster and hit our student. Therefore, we try to stop him. And no local student is trying to hit that student. And I'm going to continue my question. Professor Shi, first of all, I do appreciate you gave a quick response to the incident. I mean, you went to the hospital for 3 times and to show your care and support. But as a principal of one of the universities in Hong Kong, that is far from enough. Yesterday, you told USC community that you have sent an email to the CEO of Link to ask the CCTV and to the government to ask for some protection advice. For example, what should people do when they face tear gas? Am I correct?
2 letters, not email.
Two mails.
Official letters.
Okay, no problem. So, before I continue my question, any response from Link?
For Link, yes. We have received response from Link.
Can you disclose it?
They are very cooperative. We are discussing how are we going to have access to the video information. In fact, I think they are quite mindful that this is of such a high level interest to not only to HKUST, but to the entire Hong Kong. And my understanding is they will make an announcement very soon after the initial and multiple communications.
Okay, so thank you, the principal. I've not ended my question. So I hope you can make a follow-up on the Link issue, because Link has said that the CCTV can record nothing. But I hope the principal, you can still trace it and make a follow-up that you want a copy of the CCTV rather than just a brief response from it. Okay, so, and your second demand is about the mail to the government, right? And
excuse me, Sidon, since you have asked a question and also President have answered.
Okay, give me for 30 seconds. 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Please,
30
maybe
seconds.
you can ask
30
another
seconds.
student to ask the question on your behalf. Okay, because we need to respect the ground rule.
30 questions, just 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Okay?
Please. Please show respect.
Please, let's not. Please, we are here to have conversation and dialogue. Let's not be harsh to each other. Please.
Okay, next question.
Right, testing. Pray to our fellow student, Mr. Chow, has been suffering in the hospital, and we hope him of speedy recovery. Well, Mr. Shi, as you know, you once stated clearly in public that you do not support any unlawful behavior, in which I guess most of our audience agree on that. However, under the rule of law in Hong Kong, every Hong Kong citizen is entitled to a fair and a just trial in which he or she is proven innocent until proven guilty. Sadly, as reported by the media in Hong Kong police is using very excessive force and very inappropriate arrests to our youngsters. before they can even step into the court, including your student, Mr. Chow. So the best resolution as the headmaster, as the leader of the school, is to condemn the police for their inappropriate act. So, all right, one question, all right? I have only one question. So it's been over 5 months since the movement, and why, as the headmaster, as the leader of the school, why don't you condemn the police until now? And how can you protect our students from being harmed by the police before they even step into the trials or the court? And please, I would like to urge all of us, every one of us, 5 demands, not one less. Thank you.
What was the question? If I understand from what I just heard, I think certainly this student had very clear view about the police. For any inappropriate arrest, there's a court which will decide which any such conduct is illegal or not. What the university can do is, if any of our members should be in such a situation, we offer help and assistance so they can be supported. We do not have the authority to ask police to release or to continue. This position, as I already explained, is clear and long-standing because it is consistent with our framework overall. Okay, thank you.
Next question.
Thank you, President.
Please,
First of all,
can we, please, I hope we listen to each other.
hey,
Students, we are here to hear the presidents and for everybody to ask questions. Please respect each other. Okay, next question.
Wait, I think they're saying they say you didn't answer the question.
If we continue like that, there's no chance for other people to ask questions. If you feel the question has not been answered,
I don't mind if they want to express their opinions. I don't mind that. So I will let them finish first.
Wait. Can we, frankly, can I speak? Can I finish? I believe we are trying to understand the exact nature of the question. If the question is about police, I already said many times, certainly including Monday. For any case, we fully support open and accountable conclusive investigation first. That will lead naturally conclusion in terms of whether any party has committed wrongdoing or not. I will further add that I also feel all the relevant evidence, whether CCTV or what, in the public domain should be made available to the public. That I can certainly support. I feel that's the right thing to do. We should not withhold information. And that is something we are pursuing right now for the case directly related to our own student. So once we have reached that point, then we can decide who and what, that we would have a clear position. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, President. First of all, just like the NDS who came here to have a taste of freedom, which they could never have in the Great China. President Wei Xi, I'm a great supporter of yours as well.
Please.
Therefore, I'm here because I acknowledge that a number of the students from HKUST were arrested during the whole movement. I think as a president of a university, ranked third in Asia, it's not about whether you can or not. It's about whether if you are willing to give a helping hand to the students. Therefore, I'm not here to ask you to represent the committees. I'm here to ask you to help push the committees, to promise that no students arrested should ever be expelled from the university.
I thought just a few minutes ago, we have already clarified this point. Arrest please. Just because one has been arrested or not, that does not change the university's treatment to anybody, because there's no conclusion. If someone who should be convicted by the court, then, as I already what happened there? The governance body, that will be our Senate and the Council. That will be the governance body's collective decision. It's not going to be decided by any single office or individual. Okay?
Testing. So at the very beginning in the forum, you have mentioned that you are asking for the internal guideline of using force from the police. But throughout these 5 months, I think it is doubtless that the police are using excessive and unnecessary violence against the peaceful protesters and our students and the citizens in Hong Kong. So I think the majority of the 1,800 people here wants to hear from you to condemn the police. Sorry for repeating this again and again, but this is our minimum requirement to you. So can you condemn the police now?
I can tell everybody again and again and again that we condemn violence committed by all parties in any form. That doesn't spare anybody. That doesn't single out anybody either. We just condemn violence committed by any parties, period.
Okay, so just one more little stuff. Can anyone provide a seat for our principal? It is inhuman for him to stand on the stage for such a long hours. Can anyone provide a seat for him? 光復香港。
No, I don't need a chair. I don't need a chair. It's okay.
Good evening, President. As per you have said on Monday, you are willing to gather information and also evidence before you can talk about the police brutality. You have said to go gather information together, and I come with evidence. And now, could you come forward to see the evidence together? I don't know if you have got any information on your hand right now, but I come prepared. So please, could you? Or you are not gonna watch the evidence with me together here? I got evidence here. Thank you. Let's just have the mic too, right?
It's okay. So can I read the whole article?
Please state it.
Yes. I got videos here because I got videos. So I want you to look with me together.
Wait. I think there's one thing that we should agree. It's not up for you and me to look at a particular video. Then we just decide.
But you said that I have to gather information.
I'm not saying you gather for me. We as a community gather the information. Okay?
So is it you that you are not gonna watch it with me?
No, I will. But let's not do that here. We will do that.
Why do you? But you said that you promised me. You do promise me.
We will do this, but wait, please do not shout, okay? We have so many people. Everybody deserves to be able to hear from all of us.
They
Okay?
didn't promise me anything, but you did. You did on Monday evening.
Yes.
Right?
Monday evening what?
You promised me to gather information before you can condemn on police brutality.
It's not only you. We all have the information that we need to put it. That's why
We all have the information.
Wait, please. If we only want to shout and yell, we don't need to have this open forum, right? We have to give each other opportunity to speak, right? And I certainly, again, I don't doubt you have your source information. I appreciate that.
Yes.
That's also why we are just mentioning we will set up a university portal for information to be uploaded.
But
So for
I
all
do
of
not
us
require the university to condemn the app, but I want you to know the truth. I want you to see the facts.
We have many members. Everybody has certain information. We put them together, then we can have something we can all understand.
So are you
Not-
telling me that when you said it on Monday, you're gonna gather information with us, you're gonna connect our hands, you're gonna grab our hands together to work this out,
Yes.
to move forward,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So
but
why
now
are you denying it right now?
No, I'm not denying anything. I'm simply saying there are many other members. We also should give them their roles.
But they
Right.
didn't promise me anything.
It's not
You
you.
are the one who promised me, right?
Okay.
Let me assure you, student, the information, I'm answering. The information you want to show the president, we know that, we have that, we make it available to the president
You are
already.
not gonna have that unless I give him to see that. Is it right? I prepared the information and he said that he cannot watch it for me right now. Which is he promised me on Monday.
Can I suggest you send it to the president?
I sent it to president without seeing him here. This is what he is promising me on Monday.
I
We're
see.
gonna sit together.
You-
Not file email again.
Please send the president the evidence. Then he will look at it.
So there is not about like it's online discussion all over again, right? So there is nothing.
The president said he will look at it. So can you send him the email, send him the evidence that you have?
What is the use of this forum? Open forum.
Exchange of questions and
Exchange,
answers.
right?
Yes, and
I'm
we
trying to
suggested.
here to exchange. I don't know if you get the information, but I got it.
Yes. Okay. We said that. Okay. Please send the evidence to the president. That's what he has said.
Why don't we have an online forum then? We just can like do it online, right? Open forum is because we are both here.
The open forum is to ask questions and to get a response from the
I
president.
do asking questions. I asked one question, but this is not my question. I have well prepared before my question. So why the president is not coming here?
So how can we know?
Why shouldn't the president be seeing what I have prepared for my question, right?
You can ask your question, but the president has said that you send him the evidence.
What
and he
if
will
my question needed president to see the information that I have gathered?
That's the question you've already asked. I think it's time to move on.
I think, okay, I understand you have prepared something. Let's collect the evidence, collect what you have prepared.
I collected.
Yeah, you don't collect it. Give it to us. We will
Not
pass
you.
it on. President
I
will
want
give it to
the
the
president to see it.
Yes, but it's not the time for him to actually
President
see. We still have
promised
a
me
lot of students
on
asking
his
questions.
behalf, not the university behalf. I'm talking to him. I'm not talking to the university right now.
Wait a minute. We will, please. Please don't yell, okay? We will receive the information.
I don't want we. I want you. You to do stuff that you have promised.
I promise that we as a community will do this together. What's the point of
You
having
said
one?
that you are gonna grab our hands and move forward. Quoting to what you have said on Monday. You said you are willing to do this.
I will read it. I will receive it. But
I need to do it right now. Why not right now? What is the reason that you are avoiding?
we cannot do it right now,
Why?
right?
So the president, you want all of us to see the video together, right? We, the student union, have a 4K TV. We can move it up here and let everyone here to look in at the same time. Can you accept it? Can you promise if we move our own TV up here and we connect to the video source, are you going to watch the video with us together, with all of us?
Yes, we can. May I make a suggestion? May I make a suggestion? May I make a suggestion?
Let's listen to the president. He's making a
Let's
suggestion.
listen to the president. Let's listen to the president.
Today is for everybody. We will.
I don't come here for everybody. I come here for you.
But
I want to hear words from you.
I
Right?
am, we here we have everyone, right? Let me make
I come to forum to ask my question. I'm not asking on behalf of all of them.
Can I make a suggestion?
You know it's my question, right?
Please don't yell. Can I finish? Can I finish?
Please.
Can I finish first? Okay. The idea of setting up some kind of display, we certainly can support and arrange later. Okay.
唔係 Q&A， 聆聽加回答先係 Q&A。但係如果你而家連聆聽咁簡單嘢都未做到，聆聽淨係少少嘢嘅話，你點樣回答我啊？係咪啊？
The President, you always say you need evidence before you make any statement. And now, these students have prepared a video for you as evidence, and you refuse to look at.
I didn't.
We, the Student Union, had provided you a feasible chance to let everyone here to look at the video at the same time, and you refuse to do it. Is it true?
No, that's not true. What I am suggesting.
President, I hope you are now listening to our students' voice, and we urge all the students to let the President Forum to continue, because if we don't do that, the school will say we do not respect the President. Please let us continue the President Forum, okay?
Please be seated.
Can I respond?
I hope, President, you have listened to all of our voice, all of our songs.
Can I make a suggestion? Okay? Why don't we find the time? We will set it up.
We have waited for you for months to come up, and you finally show up, and you say you need more time. These students have prepared evidence for all of us to see, to let you to look with us together.
Yes.
And you say you refuse any evidence.
Yes. I am very willing to join
The
you.
Student Union is moving our own TV here, and I hope the school can provide us cables to connect to the video, to at least let the students to ask his questions according to the video. Okay?
We don't even know what.
Okay, so because we still need some time for setting up the video device, maybe will all of us agree to let the next student ask questions first?
Yes.
Right after we set up the device, then we will let this student to ask his questions with his video as evidence.
Okay.
President, can you accept this proposal?
Yes. Let me say this. Please don't shout. Let me finish. For this, we can certainly view it together. When we set it up, we continue other questions. How about that? Right? Because we do want to let other people have their chance.
Even the police, when they open the press conference, they will have a TV to show, somehow they show its evidence. And now, I hope our President Forum, as University of Science and Technology, will also have kind of a video device for showing
we already
agreed.
I already agreed. We set it up But in the meantime, we let other questions continue.
Okay, so I
right?
treat it as you promised. The
view it.
student union can help you to set up the video device, right? Okay,
We
so
don't
now
disrupt
we
others.
will hold on the question from this student and let the next one ask first, okay?
So let's continue when we set it up, okay? Then we can watch.
Thank you once again, Principal, to hold this kind of forums. Thank you for your open-minded ideas.
Thank you.
Just now, our students holding is one of the very major evidence that police try to deny an ambulance to drive by to save the students, the injuries. It's against humanity. So will you condemn the police based on this kind of event? Because in the war court, this is kind of war crime. This is very serious crime that's aimed by the police. So will you, once again, will you condemn the police based on this against humanity act?
There is a image there. I've seen some report last night. I've seen the fire department's update also, right? So there.
大家靜一靜先，俾校長講埋嘢先 ，OK？ 大家俾校長講埋嘢先，唔好咁激動住，俾佢。
Okay, next question.
Hi, Mr. President. First of all, I would like to say I had a good impression on you because I'm just an ordinary student in HKUST, but you reply every email to me and you had a private meeting with me several times, and I really appreciate it. But your response just now is really disappointing. And we are all waiting for your condemn on the police brutalities. And what are you waiting for? Let me explain why police should be condemned. First of all, they shot tear gas that day from the ground level to the parking lot. Tear gas should only be used in a fully open space, but the parking lot is only semi-opened. The parking lot is more structurally complicated, so when the tear gas is used, it is very dangerous for the people inside. Second, the police didn't know the situation inside the parking lot, so that means they don't have specific targets when they are using the tear gas. Third, even they have warned before using the tear gas, there is no way the people in the parking lot can see that warning. And also, it is very unreasonable for you to ask for the guidelines from the police commissioner, because the frontline police is all out of control. They wouldn't follow the guidelines, so it is pointless for you to ask for the guidelines. So my question is, do you willing to condemn the police brutality now?
We ask for.
They almost killed our students.
Can I respond? We ask for police tear gas operational guideline to I am not an expert of that. We should get the source of the guidelines. If the guidelines indeed...
That is too obvious. It's too obvious that tear gas cannot be used indoor.
Then let's
get our students
the guidelines.
Killed.
If the guidelines say so, then clearly it is wrong to do so.
Who will provide the guidelines? It is clearly stated in the tear gas. You can't use it indoor. It is clearly stated on the tear gas. What are you waiting for?
We are asking for official guidelines.
Who are going to give you the guidelines?
We are asking the police commissioner to give us the official guidelines.
They did that. Will they say, oh, I was doing wrong, sorry. Do you think the police will do that? Do you still trust the police now?
If we sent the letter out yesterday, right? If the police doesn't respond, then we have further issue to address the police. If police send us the guidelines, we can then see the guidelines. If the guidelines state the tear gas cannot be fired into the closed or semi-closed area, then what you just said...
No, I mean this already clearly stated on the tear gas, on the weapons. Do not use in indoors. And this is less to the injuries of our students.
The guidelines...
They're still in the hospital.
The guidelines should clearly stipulate where and when and how such tear gas should be fired, right? If we receive the guideline and the guideline confirm what you just mentioned, we have all the reasons then to criticize, condemn. Right now, I'm just waiting for these guidelines so we can confirm. I think
so do you mean that once there's a clear guideline shows that they shouldn't be used indoors, you will condemn the police?
If the guidelines say so, yes, I will join you. I'm not escaping from this. I think it's very important. Please, let me finish.
Please, let the president finish.
Please. It is very, very important. The question raised is very important. We have many opinions, concerns about how the tear gas is supposed to be used. That's why, to help clarify the fact, we have asked for such guidelines. If the guidelines say the tear gas should not be fired into closed or semi-closed area, then what you just said is totally agreeable to me. I will join you. Okay? There's no hesitation. But we need that confirmation. And
there is already written on the tear gas weapon. What do you want? The guideline is clearly stated on the weapons.
Wait a minute. We are asking for official response. The letter is out, and...
Do you think they will say, oh, I am wrong?
It's not,
I shouldn't shoot.
No, wait.
Do you think the police will say that?
We did not ask police whether they think they have done something wrong. We asked the police what the guidelines say.
The guidelines are written by them. That's the point.
No, if the guidelines, these guidelines cannot be modified just yesterday. If the guidelines have been there, we can verify, right? We can validate. And these are not just private information. And we get hold of the guidelines, we review the guidelines, and if the guideline indeed confirm this, I will join you immediately. Okay. That's what I certainly can promise.
Okay, I think the question has been asked and also has been answered. There's a piece of information I would like to share.
That's really disappointing. And shame on you, Mr. Shi.
Oh, public. I was just told by my colleague that the company Link has already made the CCTV video public. So it's accessible by everybody, right?
Yeah.
So that is available for anyone to view now. Okay? So this is just one piece of update we just received. As you know, we sent a request. The company has been responding very responsibly.
Mr. President,
Yes.
staff, members of UST, I'm a Year 2 student studying in SHSS. I treat UST as my second home. That I've joined the School Students' Union to dedicate myself to serve the school, and I've grown a sense of belonging in this community. However, Mr. President, your action taken in the past months had completely let us down. Numbers of us have thrown themselves on the streets, risking their lives and going in jail since June, just to fight the rights that Hong Kongers, our home, deserved. We are struggling to overthrow the tyranny. However, not only our 5 demands had not been met, but even being treated by brutality. You mentioned that in one of your statements, that you relitigate, that you condemn violence commits by all sides in any forms. Sir, number of us was being treated by brutality by the police force. 721, 831, 101, these numbers all reflecting the same message. Police slaughtering HK citizens. But not until Monday that Mr. Chow, our beloved fellow schoolmate, on the verge of death, that you have decided to have a conversation with the community. Sir, forgive me for being blunt, but you were at the office when number of us are eating tear gas and confronting police force. You answered that you could not guarantee Mr. Chow's degree, that you have to follow procedures for the student being sexually harassed just now on Monday. Sir, how are you any different from what you described as repeating identical statements will only bring more divide in Hong Kong? Sir, I, alongside many members of HKUST, we're having nightmarish experience every day. People can catch you, even you're just standing there, using tear gases, rubber bullets, and pepper spray to whomever or whatever. Every day, me and many students have to be mentally prepared being caught, to be beaten like other victims, such as Ms. in CUHK, to be lost and suicide, not to mention to be going jails in decades. However, I do not feel this family is supporting us, joining hands with us to achieve a better Hong Kong. Please, sir, my question is, this is not even a question, it's a request. The president of the CUHK and Shuyuan University has already taken a step to stand with their students who are faced by police brutality. Would you please make a statement to condemn the violence of the HKPF before we have a second victim in the school? Let us know that we are unconditionally being protected and supported by this HKUST community. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your very spirited remarks. We certainly, again, would support our students. If there is any case that is brought to the university's awareness, we will work with you to investigate together, then to take appropriate action accordingly. This is one very basic humanity act we will do. So for this student and for anybody else, if you have personal case, we would like to hear from you. As Professor Kim Chow mentioned earlier, we have not had such request. And we certainly would like to know such cases while protecting the source of identity. This is something we are prepared to do. We just simply want to know the factual aspects so we can better understand and follow up. Thank you.
Next question, please.
Dear President, I don't know, have you been sleeping since the last 5 months? Because in the email, you have said that ask the police force, how do people to evade tear gas if they are not protesting? But as a Hong Kong people, since the last 5 months, how come they don't know? I want to ask, every morning, I can hear news from the TV that in some estate, people innocent are suffering from tear gas. They are well prepared, better than you. I don't know if you have ever suffered from tear gas, but I believe many Hong Kong people have suffered from it. Whether he is a protester, he or she a protester, or he is just an innocent. So I want to ask you, if you want to prove yourself, you really understand the situation in Hong Kong, I want to ask you a simple question. Do you know what are the 5 demands? Can you name them one by one?
I think this is not a test. And this is something
my question is very simple. Can you answer what are the 5 demands? Can you name them?
Yes. I think there is a request to withdraw the bill, not to define the movement as riot, to pardon, to excuse all the protesters, also related to the chief executive herself, right?
One more. Then that is the most important one for me.
Huh?
Do you want me to answer you?
Yes, I know. That's why we already repeated this many times. Is to condemn the police. We already talked about this many, many times. That's why I thought it's okay. Yes, the independent investigation that we already discussed multiple times, right? The independent investigation we supported many, many times from early on.
So why do you don't support an independent investigation on police brutality?
I support I support all independent investigation on all aspects. I never say I do not support independent investigation on the police. Let me be clear. I support independent investigation of all parties, including the police. There's never any doubt. I hope. This is very, very basic. If you care to see what I wrote, what I said, we never offer any exclusion, any qualification about what or who we should support. We say all parties, independent, transparent, accountable and acceptable to the public. I didn't say it's only acceptable to any single party. What is the public? This is the public. I fully support that. There was never any doubt.
Okay, thank you. Thank you the question. Okay, maybe next students, next question.
Hello, Mr. President. I am a friend of our injured student, Alex. I want to ask, what have you done to protect us? Have you ever felt ashamed of yourself while facing his parents? I do, because we all can do more to avoid such tragedies to happen. If everyone is standing up to fight for their rights, instead of shying away from doing the right things like a coward, and you have done nothing to protect us, you don't deserve to be our president. We need someone who really cares about students, not fundings and Guangzhou branch. If your answer is still need an investigation before further action, even though the truth is crystal clear, you don't need to answer my question, because I had enough of those bullshits already. Thank you.
Dear President, we heard that Ms. Derry Lee, Li Weiking 女士, was awarded the honors degree in 2019. Is that true? Yes or no?
No.
Thank you.
Next question, please.
Good evening, President. I'm actually a staff
Please
of
be
the
quiet.
HKUST.
Please.
Sorry. Good evening, President. I'm actually a staff at HKUST. My question is based on the case I received in the past weeks. So this is the student I received. He was shot at his chest some weeks ago. We suspected to be either a beanbag round or a rubber bullet. So I'm grateful that you mentioned you will provide legal assistance if needed. But my question is, his question is, he did not trust your system, as well as the DSTO 24-hour hotline, because the first reason is that hotline is barely reachable. That is barely responsive, the hotline. And the second reason is he did not trust your system. So his question is, can you, the President, guarantee and reassure that all information you collected, either it's a mental support, medical, or legal advice, will not be leaked to third party? To be specific, that is the Hong Kong Police Force, and it will be handled only by restricted personnel. And my last remark is, I'm terribly saddened seeing our students getting injured. So I hope you feel the same, please. Thank you.
I can promise the following. In fact, we have had some discussion with some students in private conversation. We are fully capable of providing support without keeping any record of our students' identity. That is something university has discussed, and we, in fact, have the way to do it. This is actually a very good question. I would like to take this opportunity to tell all members here, if you have such a situation and need, you would like university to offer assistance. If you call the hotline but didn't get through, you can next day call our Dean of Students office. If you call Dean of Students office but didn't get through, you call my office. The final thing is, if any member preferred not to have your personal record left with the university, we will not have the record. If we don't have the record, we have nothing to provide to anybody. We have done this in the past. I met some students in small grouping. I didn't even know their name. I never asked them because they may not want me to know. That is perfectly fine. That doesn't affect us from having conversation and exchange of ideas. We do not need to keep your identity or anything on file. But for the case I just saw in that photo, I would like to see whether there's anything we can offer help. I certainly saw from the photo, I don't know who the person is, but if the person is in need of such help, we would like to know and take some action. So instead of blaming each other, blaming me, my colleagues, the administration for not doing anything, we are offering concrete steps. Please bring us a case. We will act on it. If we don't do it, you have every right to criticize, to condemn us. But please do bring the case to us so we can work together instead of fighting with each other.
Okay, thank you. Next question, please.
Dear President, it is my honor to be here to have this opportunity to share my view and ask my questions. I'm a postgrad student in ME department. First, I want to express my appreciation and acknowledgement to you and other executive members for the efforts to try to keep the normal order of the university away from the turbulence outside. I wish you could continue to do so that we could study and live as usual. Second, I want to say to those who still attempt to make an unpeaceful and aggressive environment, I'm sorry for the situation of that injured student and wish all the best of that student. But please do not make use of that affairs anymore, trying to achieve some illusional things. Please respect the privacy and hope from their family members. Third, as a student, I wish we could do as a student should do: study, work, and do good to our university. As an adult,
Please, quiet, please.
Let him finish.
As an adult over 18 years old, take responsibility when you enjoy your rights.
Please, please, please. We let everybody speak. We let everybody speak, please. This is not our spirit. We let everybody speak.
Thanks.
Please.
Thanks. As an adult over 18 years old, take the responsibility when you enjoy your rights. You violate the law, and the consequence will be court and prison. Please respect the law, respect your teachers and professors, and respect yourself. I love HKUST.
Please.
I love UST. It is my favorite university. I love Hong Kong, and please do not hurt her anymore.
Students. Please respect other students to speak.
And most importantly, I love my homeland. My name is China. Stop the violence.
Please.
Stop the violence. Stop making the chaos and behave as a civilized person. And also my question is,
if you want to hear more questions, please do not interrupt the person who asked the question. Please refrain from all emotions. Okay? Please ask the question.
Also, my question is, considering your current situation, what can you and the other professors could do more to keep the normal teaching and academic order of this university? Thanks.
Please refrain from emotion, okay? We are running out of time. Okay, please.
Please.
Next question, do you think?
Sorry?
Next question.
I think that's the answer.
So far, we have heard numerous different opinions. It's hard to see that we can go anywhere as a city if we do not allow people to speak based on the way they believe in. After all, that is what the movement and the frustration is about, right? Because many members feel that their voice are not being heard. But the way to do that, to improve, is not to disallow other people to speak their view. So I hope, to the minimum, on our campus, let's support each other. Even though two persons may not agree with each other, but both should let each other speak. Thank you.
President, it's me again. 但係因為我英文唔好，所以我決定用中文問，你都唔會答㗎啦。我只係想揭穿你呢個面具。你琴日嗰封 email 入邊話咗你會同政府去問一啲 guidelines， 當中你寫明 especially when the tear gas is used。而點解你會咁樣講？係因為琴日下晝3點至4點嘅期間，政府食物及衞生局局長陳肇始已經講咗，佢哋會嚟緊會出一份 statement， 係關於如何應對催淚彈中到催淚彈嘅時候。換言之，你琴日成封 email 其實你係冇做過任何嘢，你係 contribute nothing to the issue。所以今日我希望大家全部認清楚，你呢啲人控只係一個民建聯同我講，我成功爭取咗乜乜乜。不如你喺個 email 入邊講埋話你成功爭取咗撤銷呢個送中法案啦，係咁多。
唔好意思啊，校長，啱啱前一個咧，啱啱講嗰啲狗啊，真係聽唔明，我淨係聽得到平反六四呢4個字。好啊，let me continue my speech. Dear all, I am a UG student, meanwhile an active participant in the movement. If the tragedy of child student didn't happen, this means that you would have not been here to listen to our voice and keep hiding as a coward in your office. Let me return to my question. Repeatedly, I would like to put my focus on condemning the police violence by you, the President. Last Friday, I am outraged that you dare to say that you need more time to investigate the details of police violence, and there is not enough evidence of it. Are you joking with me? What have you done or cared among the past 5 months? Do you know the ambulance cars are being stopped by police roadblocks and delayed by at least 20 minutes for rescuing child students? This is somehow a murder case. For more evidence of police violence, a teenager asked the police, "Where are your conscience?" Then being hit till whole head is full of blood. 31st of August, police rushed into the train and attacked citizens arbitrarily. Do I need to open the video for you? 1st of October, police didn't follow the guidelines and instructions, shooting crucial body part of a Form 5 student, just 3 cm away from his heart. To name but just a few, there are also many police violence cases happened before the camera, or even away from the camera. Or even you turn on live streaming channel on Friday, Saturday, Sunday night. I'm 100% sure that you can watch the scene of police violence, and that's definitely not fake news anymore, but facts. All are your evidence needed to condemn the police violence. The core value of justice, fairness, human rights, which you value, is being violated. Why police no need to bear legal consequence when they use illegal police violence towards protesters or even citizens? I don't mind you copy the wording directly from the condemning declaration of Mr. Dun, the CU president, and follow his new school security policy to secure our students' safety against police violence. If someone wants to hurt you, no matter whether bullets shoot or keep attack you, President, I promise that I will step in front of you to become your shield to protect you. So finally, President, can you promise me to condemn the police using exact wording of condemning police violence, just like CU President? Let me repeat my final statement. Can you promise me to condemn the police using exact wording of condemning police violence, just like CU President?
We are going to view some video next, right? Let's take a look, okay? Then we can do it together.
Okay, let's take a look at it now. Finally, 解散狗隊，光復香港。Thank you.
Okay, before the next question, I would like to say that judging by the time, I think each student basically question and answer take about close to 10 minutes, and we have about 15 or maybe even 20 lining up. So I think if you want to ask questions this last chance, we need to probably close the line, because this venue need to be set up for tomorrow morning congregation as well. Okay, so we will be here, continue on. But then there will be some end time. I just want to alert you that, the line is already about 15, 20 students. So we will go through them, okay? So next question, please.
Forgive for my bad English, I'm never good at it.
Please, let him speak. Please.
Forgive for my bad English, I'm never good at it, and I seldom make a public speech. But President, today I stand out and speak out.
Trying to, please calm down. Please let him speak. Please let him speak.
Today I still stand out to express my opinion because I think that it is the moment that I should do something. And President, I think the moment when there are no any other president to speak out for this, you are the first to address the public by saying that we should take concern to everybody. At that time, I was once very proud. I feel proud to be an HKUST student with such a president that showed understanding to us. But now, after 5 months have passed, what have you done after that? Instead, you have done nothing. But however, I witnessed different injustice inside the campus. For example, some of the members of SU being punched by non-local students, but the local student didn't take any consequence. Or the investigation of student council, even though she won purely by votes. President, it made me rethink about why you made that statement. Do you really concerned about Hong Kong, or do you really think that it is just
which statement?
I mean the open letter in the beginning of the movement, when you showed that open letter.
It was issued under my name. I stand by it. Right? And for the case you just mentioned, which has reported to everybody, the status, we follow our own guidelines. And we will report the conclusion to everybody. There's no delay, there's no denial of everything. We just follow the university's established process. We already reported just now, earlier, in this same session.
Okay, let me continue. Okay, after you make the statement, you have done nothing after that, and not even giving any support to our students. Okay, I once disliked the president of Chinese University. I think that he shows zero empathy towards students. However, after a series of conversations, he still decided to stand up with his students and make a condemnation letter towards the public. President, what about you? Actually, I'm extremely disappointed on Monday when even one of our colleagues now is sleeping in the hospital. I don't know if he can still get away, and we still not decide to take any further action. President, we are in the baddest crisis Hong Kong ever seen. And I understand that you may have different concerns when you are trying to make any public action due to your political status. However, I believe that in the hardest time, it defines whoever we are. Today, if you don't decide to stand with us, you betrayed the whole HKUST. You don't deserve to be our president. And you are just like a killer, or you're just like a murderer who killed our colleagues. My question is simply also